Hello everyone, thanks Morgan, Pierre and Alexandre. I'm Emilie Aurat, I'm currently part of the Missing Script program. I've been working on this project since October 2018, and now I'm going to share with you the work I've been doing since, which is on the Afaka writing system. As a type designer, I was interested in designing a typeface with societal legacy issues, especially with the aftermath of colonialism. Therefore, my work is also to the African writing system and their inherited problematic issues. So you can see in white the 37 African writing systems among the World Writing System project. First of all, we can notice a big gap between two periods. The first one is the period of the first times of writing systems. And then the second period from 1830 to 2009, 29 young African writing systems appeared. So why this sudden appearance of these writing systems? This period coincides with the end of colonial period and the beginning of emancipation. The first one is the external influences, the initiative of missionaries who needed to adapt African symbols for Christianization, for example, or native initiative, as the reaction against cultural domination and the need to value their proper cultural identity. The Western countries of Africa are the most concerned by this huge wave of creation of new writing systems. The Mende writing systems are one of the greatest writing system families of this area. They allow to write the Mende languages. According to our sources, the oldest one is the Vai writing system. This is the very first African writing system of the second wave. It's come from Liberia, a country particularly concerned by colonialism. And the Vai writing system seems to have many familiarity to the Afaka writing system, as you can see here. Let me now introduce you to the Afaka script. It has been created at the beginning of 1900 by Afaka Tumisi in Suriname. The people are called the Ndyuka. This is one of the 6 Maru tribes in Suriname. The language, which is an English Creolean, is also called Ndyuka. Today, there is around 50,000 people who speak these languages, with 5% of users of these writing systems. For the moment, it has not been yet integrated in the Unicode, but thanks to Michael Everson, who is with us today, and who will talk about the process of encoding later in the day, the Afaka writing system already has its proposal and is awaiting to be encoded. So this writing system has been designed around 1900, but the creator, Afaka Tumisi, a Ndyuka Maroon man, decided to diffuse it only in 1908. The story behind is that Afaka Tumisi dreamed of a man who asked him to design a writing system. He then drew each glyph little by little. In 1908, when the Halley's comet passed through the sky, Afaka Tumisi took his assignment to spread the Afaka writing system. This comet is therefore an important element in the history of this writing system. Now, who are the Maroons? The Maroons are people who ran away from slavery. Their culture is based on their emancipation from slavery and resistance to colonialism. This culture brings out two reactions. One is resistance to cultural and societal domination. Second is to value a new culture influenced by African and South Native American roots. We can notice these cultural particularities in political, hierarchical, and social systems, in daily rituals like religion, or in artistic acts like dance, music, or pictorial symbols. Before anything else, I will explain briefly the social and political issues of this Afaka writing system. The Ndyuka people have a very specific hierarchy. It seems that their hierarchy depends on their geographical position on the Tapanaomi River that you can see on the map. People will think that the more you are downstream, the further you are from your marine roots. The use of the Afaka writing system among these people with different social status, race, societal, and identity conflicts, especially with the attempt of missionaries who taught the Afaka writing system in Christian schools. As you can see, we started understanding that we are looking at a rating system that raised several societal issues at the time of its creation. We can guess that a fixed digital form and new mode of distribution as font file may have societal issue in the future. What impact can bring an Afaka font once released in the digital world? Maybe it's a little bit early to say. But today, the rating system has a proposal, and I also would like to mention the work of AGA Recherche, a type designer based in Trinidad, Cuba, who has presented his Afaka font at TypeCon 2019. Designing a rating system is such a societal issue that I have mentioned beforehand is a delicate matter. This is why I chose to base my work on the publication of the current Ede Bukuman. Ede Bukuman literally means in Ndyuka the headman of the writing system, therefore the leader of the writing system. His role is to study, follow, and make the best decision for the becoming of the Afaka rating system. The first Ede Bukuman was Afaka Tumizi, the creator of the African rating system, Afaka rating system. And today, the current Ede Bukuman is André Pacosi. His knowledge of the scripts comes from the descendants of the previous Ede Bukuman. He is considered as the only one who can teach this rating system, so my design of the Afaka font is based especially on his publication and his advices. The Afaka rating system is a syllabary with 64 glyphs, according to Michael Everson's proposal. As its creation, the Afaka rating system included 56 syllables. Today, 6 more syllables have been added into the glyph set. According to the Unicode proposal of Michael Everson, they are considered as a modern extension. Here are 2 punctuations, which are part of the glyph set. And here is the only pictogram which represents the comet of LA that Afaka Tumizi saw when he decided to spread this writing system. I had various types of sources with quite good quality, such as letters, administrative lists, ritual recipes, and prayers. As you can see, I had various handwriting from different people, Ndyuka or not. I made a difference between this text and these documents, which are overviews of the syllabaries. There is some lists which show different alphabetical orders, and some charts, more adapted for people who are used to Latin. It's more on this kind of sources that I chose to base my design of the Afaka font, because the shapes are more defined and the lines are less nervous. We can first notice that this rating system have many kinds of shapes, curves, stretch lines, loops. Some are geometric, some are organic. But some share similar shapes, like the Wewi, G, and K syllables. My sources indicate the shapes were drawn with pens, quite current tools, so quite monolinear. That's why I keep a very low contrast for my design. The strokes of the glyph are lightweight in order to keep the detail visible, even in complex structure, like this loop that we see on the right, or the multiple lines of the comet. The hand-drawn shapes I found in my sources were more or less all the same height, which explained the short ascendance and descendance of my typeface. My work is still in progress, and I'm still working on the shapes. The Afaka will probably integrate the Unicode in the near future. It's difficult to predict the evolution of this writing system, but my interest on this project is the role of the scripts to be a medium of assertion for the Maroon identity. Through this project, I'm actually questioning the future of their cultures. I thank André Pacosi for keeping an eye on the evolution of Afaka rating system and for sharing his advices. I also want to thank Michael Everson for his precious document, which made the project of integration possible, and AGA Recherche for his great typographic work and his enthusiasm to share it. Thank you.